Hi, students. I wanted to give it a very short, quick lecture on a art movement called Surrealism, and I think it's useful for us because it's a way of thinking about um, art as a response to the world and things going on in the world, very specifically and directed, and announced as such, okay, by these artists. The Surrealist movement is a, let's see, well, let me move myself out of the way here. There we go. Um, Surrealist or surreality, in the case of an individual, his or her psychic reality is what the Freudians term the unconscious system. One main path to the unconscious system is through dreams, the royal road to the unconscious, according to Freud. Another avenue of the conscious is through what's called automatic writing or automatic drawing. And we're going to do a couple exercises that are, I think, pretty fun in this regard. They're collaborative, and they're automatic in this sense. I do, in the past I've taught drawing courses, and we would do automatic drawings where we would draw to the sound of music, or we would draw what we saw without looking at our paper and not lifting the utensil from the paper, or we would draw by dropping ink, like Pollock, right, onto the drawing, and that would elicit or in a chance way create an image for us. So the Surrealists were real people, real artists, who collectively actually came up with a theory, right, a manifesto, and put together a notion of this subconscious, and tried to, through a process and a subscribed view on conditions that you would create in order to elicit those things. So, doing things like collaborative collages, right, where they would pass an image around that they would generate, and then someone else would collage images over that image, and then they'd pass it again. So you see three different people all creating input on one artwork, and this throws a lot of things into question. But just the act of three different authors, right, dispels or disperses and challenges the notion of authorship in the traditional sense, where there was a sole creator, and therefore they're responsible and also accountable for the image, where this gets really spread out. The first Surrealist Manifesto of 1924, Andre Breton defines Surrealism I can never say this word, methodologically, as pure psychic automatism, by which one intends to express verbally, in writing, or by other method, the real functioning of the mind. Dictation by thought in the absence of any control exercised by reason, and beyond any aesthetic or moral preoccupation. So these are all responses, right? So the exquisite corpse that we're going to do as an exercise, also known as the exquisite cadaver, from the original French term cadavre, well, don't worry, or rotating corpse, is a method by which a collection of words or images is collectively assembled. Each collaborator adds to the composition in sequence, either by following a rule, the adjective, noun, adverb, the objective noun, or by being allowed to see the end of what the previous person contributed. And those instructions are going to be laid out in the assignment. And so here's an image of an exquisite corpse collage, right? And so we can delve a little deeper into these ideas through experiential exercises, so I'm going to assign a couple of them. One is called the Exquisite Corpse, and the other, or Exercises in Chance, is what I call it, and the other is going to be what's called a derive, which is translated in English to adrift. So excited to see what you guys produce, and as always, ask questions if you have them.